Nikola Jokic goes down with an injury and is set to miss significant time. Many were thinking the Nuggets would drop down to the play-in tournament. Oh, by the way, it wasn't just that injury. Aaron Gordon in and out of the lineup on a minutes restriction as well. Cam Johnson is nowhere to be found. Christian Brown is a shell of himself and questionable every single night. Somehow, some way, they are staying alive. 9 games later, a very solid 6-3 record with wins over quality teams such as the Sixers, Raptors, and Celtics all on the road. By the way, I will say it's technically 10 games because Jokic got injured very early in that Miami game, but we can just ignore it so the record looks much better. I digress. The important thing is they may have finally solved the problem that felt unsolvable for years. AKA, as a team, how can you just be competent with Jokic resting? Get this, without him this season, they have a negative 3.5 net rating. Yes, it's not positive. However, for perspective, last season, negative 8.7. And the season before that, same exact number. And during their title run, it was even worse, negative 9.6. This is the deepest roster we have seen during the Jokic era. Not only that, but they haven't been competing this hard, believing in the system and culture since the title 3 years ago. It feels like everyone is together, buying in, putting the team first before themselves, and hustling 24/7. David Adelman, my goodness, he deserves a ton of credit for that. No matter what adversity has been thrown their way, they just brush it off and keep moving, and more importantly, keep winning. And here's the thing, everyone knows how good they are as an offensive group when healthy. For perspective, without Jokic during this stretch, they still have been a top 10 offense. Another question you hear every single year about them is, what about the defense? And seeing the way they compete, adding guys to the rotation like Spencer Jones, Peyton Watson, and Bruce Brown just makes me believe they can lock in when it matters most on that end of the floor and get it done. I mean, the Boston Celtics have been going crazy offensively, and they held them to 110 points, locked them up in the fourth quarter. They have serious potential on that end, and like I said, we know what they are offensively. They just need a little bit of defense and 1/4 of elite defense. Back to going over how they are getting it done undermanned. Number 1, Jamal Murray needs to be a freaking all-star. He's played in 6 out of 9 games, recently averaging 28.7 points. The crazy part, 10 assists per game as well. The crazier part, only 2.5 turnovers per game. Now, the craziest part, 40% from 3 on 7.8 attempts per game. The shooting season he's having deserves more respect. 30 players are currently attempting 7+ three-pointers per game. He's second in efficiency, shooting 44% from 3. In the middle of off-ball catch-and-shoot threats like Sam Merrill and Con Knipple. He's that efficient from deep while taking mostly off-the-dribble threes. Tough shots. He's attempting 3 pull-up jumpers from 3 per game. 45% on the season with that shot type. Not only that, 1.8 step backs per game, 3-pointers. I mean, 49 freaking percent. That doesn't even make sense. This season, according to Basketball Index, his grade for 3-point shot quality is D+, meaning he's not getting clean looks. Because of that, to me, he has an argument for being the best all-around 3-point shooter this season. He's just an insane shot taker and maker. Put him in the All-Star game. Enough is enough. Then how about Peyton Watson? Last 9 games, he's averaging 23.9 points per game. Second leading scorer for the team, only behind Jamal Murray during that stretch. I was completely unaware of his shot creating and shot making ability up until this stretch, not gonna lie. And for instance, 32 unassisted buckets the last 9 games. The previous 30 games this season, he had just 17. It gets even crazier. For the entire 24-25 season, last season, he had 32 unassisted buckets. Yeah, you heard it. He's had just as many unassisted buckets in the last 9 games. It's wild what an NBA player can do with extra freedom and confidence. He's been a legit 3-level scorer, a threat to score from anywhere on the court. He's got a dribble package where he's taking step backs and pull up yumpers off the dribble in the pick and roll every now and again. It's crazy. He's shooting the 3 ball well, 43% on 5 attempts per game. He's also getting to the foul line, 6.3 free throws per game, which leads the team over this period. Just unreal development we are witnessing from Peyton Watson. He deserves so much credit because if he failed with this extra freedom, he probably never gets another chance again. But now I'm sure Denver is thinking, I trust Peyton Watson to save a possession in the playoffs if the initial action goes nowhere and he ends up with the basketball. Before, I just don't think they had that in mind, and that's why I think this Nikola Jokic injury, if he comes back fully healthy, is a blessing in disguise. Because now you're seeing what everyone is truly capable of with maximum responsibility. But not only that, they just are going to have a different level of confidence in games that matter. When Jokic is not on the court, he's resting on the bench. I don't think they've ever had a consistent identity and confidence without Jokic on the court. The three-point shooting as of late is crazy. Their veteran pickup, Tim Hardaway Jr., 16 points per game in the last 8 games, 42.6% from 3 on 8.5 attempts per game. Everyone was ready to give up on a Jalen Pickett, a Zeke Naji, and all of a sudden, both of them are in double figures, and Jalen Pickett also averaging 3.6 assists per game to just 1 turnover, 4.8 three-pointers per game, by the way, 48% during this stretch. And against Philly, when they were missing Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, everyone on their team basically, Jalen Pickett and Zeke Naji, they were the key factors in that game. I'm telling you, they were carrying and had huge buckets down the stretch. As of now, Denver has survived the Jokic injury. Instead of falling to the play-in, they have built up confidence more in their group. That's huge moving forward. And also, the other injuries. Jonas Valanciunas has only played 1 game throughout this 9-game stretch. Aaron Gordon in and out. Cam Johnson is lost. How are they still winning games? It's wild. I'm going to be real. Denver, when healthy, looking like the best team in the Western Conference. Yeah, I said it, OKC.